Hey everybody, it's me Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple here with another YouTube demo for you today. We are going to be playing with the Essentials glue pad. We're going to be playing with glitter Ritz burnished velvet glitter. We're going to use some Hero Art stamps, some canvas, a whole bunch of stuff. Now if you shop at our store, you know that I've done this demo several times, but I get asked to repeat it again and again because it's just so simple and so easy to do, and yet people forget about it. So we're going to go ahead and scroll on down, and I'm going to get started, and hopefully we'll have a great time today. Okay? Down we go. Bye. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so what we have for you today is Glitter Ritz Glitter with the Essentials glue pad. And I've made some samples. Here's just one of them. Can you see the glitter in there? Now, the Essentials glue pad is fundamental. It's important to this process, and it is the only glue pad that will really work well. We've tried them all, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the glue pad before we get started. I've got mine here, and again, that's how it's sold. It's sold with the glue in the bottle next to it, and when you get the pad is actually dry. There's nothing on the pad to begin with. I want you to remember that this is not like a re-inker. You're not going to open this glue up and put it all over your pad and then close it up and come back a month from now and try to use it. You're going to put on as much glue onto the pad as you need for the application you're using that day. Again, you're not going to dump it all down there and empty the whole thing like you would a re-inker. You're only going to use as much as you need. Then, when this is all empty, when you've used it all up, you do not need to buy another glue pad. You just buy the refill. Now, my glue pad is almost 4 years old. I don't wash it. I just continue to use it and use it and use it, and it's fabulous. No problems. So I don't want you to think that you've got to clean it after each use, or that when you've used all your glue up, you have to buy a whole new set like this. You don't. You just go ahead and buy the new glue. So we're going to get started, and I really wanted to start with that because it's very important that you understand how the glue works before we move on, and that really, if you're going to be using the burnished velvet glitter, you really want to use the Essentials glue pad. And this retails for about $9.40 for the two, and then once you've got you just need the glue alone, it's like $4.50 or $4.90, something like that. So, okay, we're gonna get going now that I've explained how the glue works. I'm gonna push these out of the way, and we are gonna start with a very basic card. We're gonna start with this one right here. Can you see the glitter in the back? Now, I have taken one of our LaBlanche stamps here, and I am going to glue it up. I'm going to glue the actual image right up. And again, I'm going to take my Essentials glue pad. I'm going to take the glue, the actual glue, and I'm going to put on just what I need for the application. A little bit. Not a lot. It doesn't take a lot. Can you see? I don't have a whole lot on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, just like you would an ink pad, I'm going to glue up our stamp. Then I'm going to take my card base here, and I'm just going to stamp all the way around it, just like you would if you were using ink. If I need a little more glue, no problem, I just go back and get some. And I'm going to just continue on. Now, it's really important when you use this glue for this application that it go tacky. And what I mean by that is that if I were to take, can you see my image on there? If I were to take my burnished velvet Glitter Ritz glitter and put it on my card right now while the glue is still this wet, it would stick. But eventually, you would be able to just wipe it right off and it would all come off. This glue needs to go tacky. The Essentials glue pad needs to go tacky for the Glitter Ritz Burnished Velvet Glitter to hold on and stick forever. Okay? So tacky, how long does it take to go tacky? Well, I would say give it at least 3 or 4 minutes, but you can give it up to 20 to 30 minutes and still come back and add your glitter. Now, by the magic of TV, I just happen to have one here that has been sitting for some time. This one's been sitting for a good 10-15 minutes, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take my glitter, and I'm going to take a couple colors. I'm going to use copper and I'm going to use dark gold today on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and start to just gently drizzle my glitter around my card. Now I've taken straws, and I just got these at a local store and cut them in half. They've got the little spoons on them. And I'm going to just take it and drizzle my glitter around. Now you can see it's very, very fine. It's a very fine glitter. And I'm going to take a little bit of my gold and drizzle that on top. Now I am mixing 2 colors of glitter. And what that means is that because I've mixed 2 colors of glitter, I cannot put them back into the same pot that they came from. So what I recommend is that you have a little jar of mishmash glitter. And that little jar is where you're going to take all the little extras that come off of here and put it together, because that's fine. That glitter's great. You'll make a mishmash color that can be used for many different things. Now, what's really important with this application is that this glitter is called burnished velvet glitter, but we're not going to burnish. We're going to take our finger and just very lightly move the glitter around. I'm not scrubbing hard. I'm just very lightly moving that glitter around. And I can feel the glue. And where it's a little tacky still, I add a little more glitter, move a little more over to it until the tackiness is gone. So I'm just gently moving the glitter around. Now keep in mind, I put the glue on this card at least 10 minutes ago, probably closer to 15. Okay, I've got it all the way around. I'm going to take my mop brush, which you can get, any inexpensive makeup brush will work. See what's left? Very little. And there's the background for my card. You can do this with any stamp and the Essentials glue pad. That's the key to that, this application, this and the burnished velvet glitter, because the burnished velvet glitter is so fine that you still get all the detail of the stamp. So I did this, and then I used another LaBlanche stamp. I used her, stamped her out, and colored her with some Tim Holtz Distress ink and a little Copic marker to create the card. So that is doing just a very basic background. Very simple, and it re-energizes your stamps. It gives you another reason to use them again. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Now I've got a little bit of a mess here, so of course, you know me, I'm going to take my glitter magnet because we love our glitter magnets, and I am just going to pick up all the glitter that's around. Now I want to show you something. When I stamped my flourish on my black card, it obviously got on my white sheet here. Even after, now it's been even longer, the glitter is still picking up on that glue. So it's okay to walk away and let it go tacky. That is a key element in doing this application. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do something a little bit different. I've got a Hero Art stamp here. Very pretty Hero Art stamp. And again, I am going to use my glue pad, my Essentials glue pad, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. And then I am going to ink up, glue up my Hero Art stamp. Very simple, just like you were inking a regular stamp. And if you don't stamp, then this is even easier. This is a good way to get started with stamps with the glitter because you really can't make a mistake. I'm going to put my stamp down on my paper, Give it a light press and pull off. And hopefully the camera will pick up some of the impression. I don't know if I can get a glare on there, but my impression is down. Now again, you need to let it go tacky. If I was to put my glitter on this right now, it would stick until the glue dried, and then when you went back over it, it could just simply wipe off and you would have nothing left but your white card. So I'm going to pull one, again with the magic of TV, I'm going to pull one that has also been stamped and is ready to be colored. This time I'm going to color a little differently. I'm going to be specific in where I put my colors. And again, I'm going to start with my little spoon here that I made from some inexpensive straws. Now I'm not condoning this, but if you have a 7-Eleven or Baskin Robbins, they have cute little spoons like this. If you had to go to Baskin Robbins and have all 31 flavors to get 31 spoons, I suppose that wouldn't be so bad. Now I'm taking my green and I can see where the little stems to my flowers are, and I'm just gently tapping the green where I see those stems. Again, I'm not using a lot of glitter. It doesn't take a lot of glitter, and I can always add more to it. I can always add a little more green if I don't have enough. But because I'm going to be mixing my colors, I know I can't put my green back into the pot, so I want to use as little as possible so I don't waste any. Okay, there we go. That's all the green I'm using. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my bronze or my copper, and I'm going to be a little more liberal with that. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of spread it all around. And then last I'll take a little bit of my gold and spread a little bit of that around. So I've kind of got a mishmash going on here. This is where we're at. Kind of just looks like a mess. But then I'm going to take my finger, and again, we are not going to burnish, we're just going to lightly move that glitter around. And where the green is, I want those stems to come out green. So I just want it to be all nicely colored and filled in. But because I was specific where I put my color, I was able to color in the stamp like you would with an ink pen. Okay, again, we're going to take our mop brush, and an inexpensive makeup brush will do you just fine. Your local dollar store or Walmart. And this is what I have when I'm done. Can you see that I've got the greens here and the golds and the coppers with in the poppy? And I used very little glitter. And then when I was all done with my card, this is what I was able to achieve. So I've got some Distressing Ink by Tim Holtz on the background. I've matted it. I've used a Hero Art stamp at the top. But I really love the Distressing Ink on the gradation of the card. I think it's really pretty, and it goes very well with the actual stamp. But can you see the glitter? That's as fast as it is. It doesn't take long because you're not sitting there coloring. You're just moving that glitter around and then you're done. And when it's down, it's down. It doesn't move again. But what's the key? You must let that glue pad go tacky. Walk away, it's okay. Take a step back, it's okay. And then come back to it in 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes. Now, of course, I've got my mess here again. So I'm gonna take my glitter magnet. $5 investment, best thing that was invented for glitter. Let me tell you, glitter, embossing powder, everything. So we've now done this card and this card. Just a very simple background, just stamping and putting our glitter on, actually coloring in a stamped image. But then I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this time I played with a canvas. And here's my canvas. And I glittered the background of the canvas. Can you see that? Don't know if it's coming through. And then I cut my butterflies out of the new Gabrielle paper by Bo Bunny, and I used a Tim Holtz stamp to do my sentiment. So I really enjoyed doing that. Now to do that, it was very simple. I again took my Essentials glue pad and inked it up. I went ahead and stamped or inked up, glued up my stamp. This time, because I'm using such a big stamp and I have a large canvas that has a soft center, it's not solid, I don't have wood backed all the way around it, I took my canvas straight to my stamp this way and then pressed down and pressed in the center, because there's nothing in that center to help push down. So I pressed around my edges, pressed around my center, pulled up, let it go tacky, drizzled it with my glitter to achieve a background. So I love the canvas. I think it's so cute, and I love the new paper. And then I don't know if you can see, but I took a little bit of the glitter and went in with a quickie glue pen, which is also a two-way glue, and just kind of colored in there. With the quickie glue pen, the same thing. It starts out blue when you put it on. You want it to go transparent before you put that glitter on. You want to see it go from a blue glue to a transparent glue, and then you can put your glitter on. Otherwise, if you put it on too early, it's just going to brush off at a later date. Okay, so what did we learn today? We learned that the Essentials glue pad is the key element when using the microfine burnished velvet glitter by Glitter Ritz. We learned that the pad actually starts out empty and there's nothing on it, and you use the glue that it comes with on an as-needed basis. You do not just dump it all on and then come back a month from now and hope that it's still going to work. You only add as much glue as you need for the application. When you're all out of glue, keep your pad, just buy a new glue refill, no problem. We learned that you can stamp with any stamp to create beautiful backgrounds, and that when you're putting your burnished velvet glitter on with this application, you're really not burnishing. You're just lightly moving it around to cover up your stamped image so that glue grabs it. Okay? And we also learned that you can take a stamp and actually put color to the stamp. Put your greens where you want your greens and your poppy colors where you want your poppy colors. And in about 5 minutes, you have an absolutely gorgeous card. So I hope that you guys learned something today. This is a really easy technique to do that you do again and again and again. And I really think it energizes your stamps all over again. We do have burnished velvet glitter in the shop, and we do of course have the Glue Essentials glue pads in the shop, and tons of stamps for you. So thanks so much for joining me, and Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye.